Guys, listen, today is May the 13th, 2024. It is Monday to 24 p.m. Um, Listen, I think my dad been getting like harassed and stuff like that because he's been coming like aggravated and agitated every time he goes out and there's an errand walking. He starts talking about like the same thing that I've been talking about, but in a different way, as well as how the other persons that relate to what I've described in my post been talking about. Um, this is a thing. Yes, I understand I might not have a job. Maybe I might not have money to help out with the bills and whatnot. I can barely even make $100. Um, I've applied at jobs and stuff like that. But what do you want me to do when like I don't get like hired or called? You know what I'm saying? Like what the freak? Um, and my dad just told me right now that how come I'm not doing anything? Why I don't help with the bills? I should start helping with the bills. I don't do shit. I'm a pussy and I don't know what the fuck he was saying. Like, um, that I'm just there doing nothing, whatever the fuck, something like that. And he's telling me to help him. He's just like, help me. Like, because he has to do everything by himself and shit like that. And he's on his own and I don't know what. But listen, how can I put it? And then he said, what the fuck am I doing there if I ain't doing shit? And then he's like, this is not something that has happened to me just one time. It happened more than once for no actual reasons at all. But this time you could say there might be a reason, but the same reason he's acting the same way that he is right now is the same reason on why I ain't fucking got uh employment, or at least I think, who knows, right? um so now this guy, he's telling me that he's on his own. Now he's okay. I don't care if my mom lets us stay here, he stays here, I don't care. But now she wants to play out like it has happened again in the past, where I mean, it's like you fucking go out there, you fucking get harassed and shit like that. Like this guy's complaining about being alone and whatnot. Okay, I understand, but imagine you know what's going on. You fucking throw you fucking throw somebody under the bus to deal with it on their own, but that's the same very shit you were complaining about. And you know how it is. But listen, I try to tell my dad what's going on, but he don't want to listen. I try to tell him right now to be specific on what he's trying to say, but he's not specific. So how the fuck am I supposed to understand? But I think I understand what's going on. But he always tells me that that it's the devil. That how am I gonna know more than him? And I don't know what he sometimes says that. So how can I try to make him understand it, explain what's going on to the point where he don't think it's some type of nonsense? Because obviously he already knows what's going down, but he just don't want to accept it. And no, I'm not trying to sound evil. I'm not trying to sound arrogant here, but I know what I'm telling you. Like I know what is causing him to behave this way. It's fucking people driving by him, repeatedly honking their horns and verbally insulting him, talking smack out the windows. That's why he's this way. He thinks I don't know that, but I know that. But I need him to speak out specifically. And I know sometimes when you're really going through something like this, sometimes you don't even want to speak out about it because you think like, or some people might like judge you and stuff and say that you're this and that, or might be this or that, but that very same person saying that about you negatively might know what's going on, but pretends not to know. And like I said, this is not no type of fairy tale, no type of nonsense, because the situation that I just described right now has came out on the news more than once. There's been like about 5 or 4 cases. So the thing is, like, if you know what's going on, if I knew you were getting harassed, group stalked, and whatnot, and or let's just say if I know I was getting group stalk harassed and then I tell myself these persons are gonna mess with my relatives, would I tell my relatives to go do shit on their own while I was complaining about being on my own and having to do things on my own, throwing him or her out there? to deal with them, to deal with this, not knowing or knowing that not everybody can handle it the same way, I wouldn't do this shit. But listen, or maybe who knows? In reality, if you don't know what's going on, how would you know? You wouldn't think twice about um saying something because you don't really know what's going on, but you would have to understand to know what's going on. But that's what's going on. So if you don't want to say,
Fuck up, I don't give a fuck. Don't fucking fuck with me. Shut the
if
fuck
you
up.
don't, if you don't want to, you gotta be specific sometimes, even if it doesn't make sense. Cause I always say that.
Nigga, you fucking with the fuck wrong. You're fucking with the wrong person, way.
What am I? I'm not saying with you.
I already told you,
I'm
you're
talking
fucking
to
with
the
the
video
wrong
here.
person, Vato.
What are you talking about?
I already told you.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, fucking with the wrong person, bro.
Well, you got the wrong person because it ain't me. Get this shit. Listen, guys, I said it more than once. I talk about
You're
people.
luckiest people.
Man, whatever. The fuck? You guys always trying to mess with me. The fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck were you always trying to mess with me for? The fuck did I do? The fuck? Listen. How can I put it? I always talk about people repeatedly honking their horns and verbally insulting a person who's walking. Now, if you guys didn't know, that's my dad. Like, I don't know why he also wants to fight me and shit for no reason. Like, what the fuck? He always takes it out on me. But I guess that shit comes from shit that goes out on there. He doesn't know what's going on or who to take it um, out on, and maybe he thinks that I'm responsible for whatever the fuck's going on, but that's not true. Maybe I do know what might be going on because I've been through shit myself, but um, so that's the best thing that I can think or guess that is what might be happening. Fucking him getting harassed and stalked by a group of multiple coordinated strangers who are repeatedly honking their horns and verbally insulting him, who are the same ones that have repeatedly honked their horns and verbally insulted me. But yeah, anyways, guys, I gotta go. Stay blessed.